Dr. Luke asked Lina what she wanted her new face to look like. Lina replied that she just wanted a completely unfamiliar appearance, enough that her husband wouldn't recognize her. She even added, half-jokingly, that if the doctor had a preference for a particular look, he could decide. For a moment, Luke was stunned. Just 2 days earlier, his wife, Lily, who had been in a coma for 5 years, had suddenly passed away. After personally burying her ashes, he had been consumed by grief, unable to move on. Hearing Lina's words and looking at her beautiful face, a daring idea began to form in Luke's mind. Meanwhile, Charles's men had found Lina's lost handbag in the forest. Seeing her ID and the large amount of cash inside, they realized she could not have committed suicide. She had simply hidden somewhere they couldn't find her. What Charles didn't know was that the place Lina had fled to was a plastic surgery clinic. Lina was lying on a cold operating table, undergoing a face transplant procedure. A month passed, and finally the day came for Lina to remove the bandages. Luke entered her room and carefully peeled away the wrappings. When he saw her transformed face, he was so shocked that he collapsed to the floor. In his mind, he saw his late wife Lily's smiling face. Consumed by grief and unable to let go of the past, Luke had unconsciously molded Lina's new appearance into the image of his deceased wife. The psychological weight was so immense that Luke fell to his knees. Meanwhile, Lina, unaware of this, looked in the mirror at the completely unfamiliar face staring back at her. She felt a mix of surprise and joy. Finally, she could escape her husband's control. After calming himself, Luke entered the room. Lina told him she loved her new face. It was strong and determined, nothing like the timid version of herself she used to be. Luke, staring at the face that so vividly resembled his late wife, was overwhelmed with conflicting emotions. Charles, of course, was still hunting. While rifling through Lina's handbag, he suddenly had a realization. He opened her closet and found a purple dress, the same dress Lina had been wearing the day she tried to escape and was caught. Recognizing that the dress wasn't hers, Charles hired a former policewoman who had quit for money to investigate. The officer traced the dress to a specialty store and learned that it was a limited edition. Only 30 customers had ever purchased it. Through coaxing and cunning, she obtained the purchase records from the store and planned to track down anyone missing the item. Clearly, anyone connected to that dress would be tied to Lina's disappearance. Meanwhile, newly disguised Lina returned to the forest to retrieve her lost handbag. She saw Charles's men still searching for her and realized the bag had likely fallen into their hands. Panicked, she hurried down the slope. The thought that her staged suicide plan might be ruined left her frantic and disoriented. She tried to seek help from friends, only to discover that her husband had already tracked them down. Terrified, she turned to flee. As she ran, she collided with the female officer head-on and fell to the ground. She scrambled to grab her bag and get away, but her husband's voice called her back. Memories of past abuse froze her in place. Fortunately, it was only her wallet that had fallen to the ground.